various other facilities, the squash courts and tennis screens, and just the whole athletic side of the YMCA for a period of time which is at the moment undetermined. This is going to be very traumatic for the membership. The old guys like me, I've been a member there since '67, but I've been a Y member since I came back from the war in '46. So I've got 65 years in the Y. I was in the Y and here, in Newton, in Washington, D.C., in St. Paul, Minnesota. I've been, every place I go in my business, urban renewal and planning, I find a good Y, and I've been quite faithful. I have a large family. I had 9 children, so I was doing a lot of planning and working in neighborhoods. This one is very dramatic, and the change here that's pushed at is going to have a very heavy effect on populations that are currently being served so well by the existing Y, and we want it to continue. We're not mad at anybody, really. We just want to see it happen, that the folks that are presently being served by the Y continue to be served, and that where necessary there is an expansion, and we've got to meet the needs of the community. That's what the Y is about, and that's our mission. Of course, the membership of the Y do not have a role in the future of the Y. We have no voting rights. The members don't. It's the Y is.
Could we address that? I don't mean to interrupt you, Bob, but we've got a number of other points we got to cover.
But before we go on, David, just to amplify on what Bob said in terms of your question, in terms of Northeastern, why would they build on this site?
Yes.
Rather than other sites? It's the belief of the membership that Northeastern's goal is to expand their footprint, their campus footprint. So they know that they can build on other properties. They have parking lots. They have Cullinane Hall. They have Gainsborough. Those are sites where they can build a dormitory. But this is land that's not currently owned by Northeastern. They want to expand their footprint. They want to expand their footprint to the frontage on Huntington Avenue. And then they'll build later on their land, okay? This is about further expansion into the neighborhood. This Northeastern wants additional land. And so what, so what the result is that this vital community will cease to exist in order for Northeastern to expediently expand their campus footprint, to build what is a high-rise dormitory and demolish a historical community asset.
And yeah, to speak to that with the few minutes we have left, as you had said before, the facility probably is not financially viable without the whole complex intact. And as we said, we're concerned with the benefits that the Y offers to the whole community. The at-risk youth who don't have 2 years to wait for the proposed new Y to be built. For the seniors who use the facility who can't travel that far to other facilities. For the children who rely on there as daycare. And even though the Y management has said many of these services will continue, this is been put in writing, and also it has also been pointed out by Bob and Andre. The basketball court will be smaller. The pool, I'm not sure if the pool is going to be the same size. There'll be fewer handball courts, and other services will be truncated. And with the introduction of a third party, a for-profit corporation, and the fact that the amount that is being offered to the Y to purchase this property may not be enough to construct a new one, calls into question whether or not all these services that we've outlined that are so important to the community will continue once this new Y is built. So to wrap up and to summarize, Bob and Andre, what would you say are the few salient points that we can summarize in less than 3 minutes, are most important to get across to our viewers, and why this should be important to our viewers, why it concerns them.
I believe it should concern the viewers in that this diverse, vital, unique community is at risk of disappearing from the greater Boston community. And, you know, this is the best of Boston in terms of, you know, what Boston should be about. There's a community within those walls, and we'll lose that community forever if this project goes through. And I'll add that there's other implications that might be a good subject matter for another show, that this is impacting the neighborhoods around the YMCA. This building is out of scale with the community. The neighborhoods around this proposed development do not want this development. And those voices aren't being heard. You know, I really think that this is an important issue that people need to get involved if they're interested in preserving their neighborhoods in this particular community.
Great. Well, thank you so much for outlining this for us. And we'd like to give you the information, too, where to contact us so that you can get involved. And that our website is SaveTheBostonY.com. And the telephone number for contact is 617-794-7692. And our email address is info@SaveTheBostonY.com. And we'd love to hear more from the community about this and explain to you how this is going to negatively impact you. And we will be back to tell you more about this in the future. So thank you so much for tuning in and to the People's Platform this evening. And we really enjoyed sharing our story with you. And we hope to tell you more in the near future. Thank you. And thank you, Andre and Bob.
Thanks, David.
Thanks, Steve.